Cancer, this is your reading. Hi, welcome in. I'm Venusian Alchemist, an intuitive modern mystic with over a decade of experience in this game. How you doing? How you keeping? All that I ask is that you have discernment when receiving this message whenever it finds you. Okay, so sit back, relax. We'll keep it short, direct, simple, to the point, and deliver nothing short of clarity and truth. Okay, don't forget to like the video if it resonates. Consider subscribing to the channel. Leave a comment to let me know where you're tuning in from. Okay, this reading will apply to your sun and rising, so let me know what placement you're watching for as well. And let's have a look. I'm gonna open your energy with the major arcana, okay, to see what's happening within and around you, and then we'll dive in a bit deeper for more context, details, etc. Okay, so take a deep breath and relax. I feel that you're anxious, okay? You're pent up with something here is what I intuitively feel. So like, take a deep breath. You're holding a lot in. I don't know what it is yet. We'll figure it out. But yeah, let's see. What's the energy around Cancer, please? What's happening within and around them? Let's have a look. Yeah, you're very nervous. And listen, I haven't had coffee in many days, and I feel like I have the jitters. So this is the energy that I'm picking up for you at the moment. It's very strange. You're nervous. You're nervous, and I feel like I need to like hold myself here, take a deep breath. So like, what's going on, Cancer? What are you so nervous about? I hope it's a good thing, but we'll dive in. We'll dive in. Oh, that flew out. The Strength card is here. Okay, you could be working on your sense of self, self-confidence, self-assurance. Okay, that just came through. The number 8 is significant for someone here, so you could be a life path 8. Okay, let me get one more actually. Something about confidence, self-confidence, self-belief, self-trust. Let's get one more for context. The Priestess, the High Priestess, but it came out as a blockage. You don't believe the gifts or the talents that you have. You don't think they're good enough. You don't think they're perfect. Something like this. You don't think they're acceptable. You're having issues with trusting yourself here, Cancer, whether that's with your spiritual gifts or a talent that you have or a skill that you've mastered. It could also be how you look physically as well. Maybe there's something about your physical appearance that, I don't know, puts you off or makes you feel insecure. Maybe you have like a scar on your face or something, I don't know. There's something makes you feel insecure here to the point where you're struggling to fully step into your potential here. And I think you know this too. This is why you also feel frustrated with yourself about this. There's a lot of messages coming in, so you are going to have to bear with me, okay? Just saw number 4 on my timer. It's time to ground yourself, okay? Let's strip things back to basics. Interesting. So the nervousness that I felt at the beginning, at the minute that I tapped into your energy, it kind of makes sense. You don't think something is worth here, or you don't feel you're worthy of something here. Wow, a lot came out. A lot came out. Let me even show you. This was the only card that didn't open, so I'm not going to accept. But all of these did, and let me tell you what they are. I've got the 3 of Swords, 2 of Cups, 8 of Swords, 8 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 5 of Swords. You're going through something deeply personal here, Cancer, okay? It has affected your self-esteem. It has affected the way you see yourself, how you value yourself. Okay, I do see that here. For some others, this could be something to do with family. Maybe family let you down, or you received some pretty upsetting news when it comes to family, starting your own family, or something to do with the family dynamic here. Okay, we'll dive into as much detail as I possibly can. Okay, you're feeling forced to walk away from something that you emotionally invested for many years. Remember I said the number 8 was significant at the beginning of your reading? It showed up again. 888. Okay. And again, the 8 of Swords speaks to me about self-confidence, self-esteem. Cancer, go to therapy, honestly. You need professional help here. Okay? Your mental isn't doing very well. Okay? From what I can see here, this is the energy that I'm picking up. So if you are a Cancer watching that feels like, you know, I'm doing very well mentally, I'm thriving, this, that, and the other, this part of the message isn't for you. Okay? I'm connected to the Cancers who are emotionally depleted, physically conscious about something here, and on the verge of giving something up. Walking away from the marital home, the family home, perhaps. Feeling doubts about a potential romantic connection as well. Okay. And there's some sort of transitional phase when it comes to how you feel emotionally. Why do I say transitional? The energy of Swords is transitional, okay? Because it's all happening in the mental. So anything that we can think about, we can bring it into existence. At the moment, it seems that emotionally and mentally, you are not the most stable. So you're kind of manifesting that into your outside environment, okay? So your home may feel cluttered, your place of work feels suffocating, being around friends makes you feel like you're out of place, or that you're having almost like an out-of-body experience. For some others, you feel like you're zoning out a lot, like more than usual. Okay, 5 of Swords is here. You're spacing out. For some others, I do have to mention, maybe you started some sort of treatment here, health-wise, that makes you feel like you're spacing out all of the time. Okay, because I think I mentioned at the beginning of this reading that there was something about your physical appearance that made you feel conscious. So maybe you are undergoing some sort of treatment, okay, that not only affects you physically, but also mentally, it's destabilized you, okay? Let's get some more context here. Talk to me about the 3 of Swords and the 2 of Cups, please. If you're in a relationship, you feel like you and this person are soulmates, okay? You two are romantically intertwined. You feel like you two understand each other, but also you feel deeply triggered by this person that you're romantically involved with, especially if you're married. But you also feel like, I can't just up and leave now. I've invested so much emotionally. My time, my energy, my youth. To walk away and start again, it's frightening. I don't think I can do it. Okay, you're having doubts. That could be the case as well. Because, yeah, you feel isolated here. You do want to walk away from something here. You want to emotionally check out of a situation here. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. Could be career, could be family dynamic, friendships, the whole thing. But I'm going by parts here. So clarify the 3 of Swords and the 2 of Cups for me, please, Spirit. What's this about? 5-5 is significant here for someone. Yeah, it's time for a change for sure. But let's see. 4 of Cups. You're stuck in this relationship because you feel stuck in this relationship. Full stop. Okay? Yeah, King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this person that you're involved with could be a divine masculine or a feminine who's deep in her masculine. Flip it where it needs to go. Okay, adapt the message to your current situation, your reality. But from what I can see here, yeah, 5 of Cups as well. I did say 5-5 was significant, and it showed up again. So 5-5-5 is significant for someone here. But as I was saying, with the 4 of Cups, to clarify, the 2 of Cups and the 3 of Swords here, there's apathy, there's disinterest, there's emotional disconnect for sure. You feel like if you are in a romantic relationship or married or whatever the situation, if you're romantically involved with someone here, you've gotten used to them, to put it simply. Even if you haven't been with each other forever, 111 on my timer as I said that, thank you for the confirmation. You have gotten used to them. You know about their quirks, their habits, everything. You've gotten used to seeing their face every day. You know what they smell like, you know what they feel like, you know when their presence and their mood changes, because you're extremely intuitive to the point where it's overwhelming for you, okay? But there's an emotional disconnect here. You no longer feel like you're in love with this person, but also to think about walking away and start afresh, it feels daunting to you, because it's like, I have to go through the whole thing again, getting to know someone, dating them, courting them, getting pursued, the whole what's your favorite color type of dates and things like that. It's boring to you, okay? But it's also overwhelming. So that's what's happening romantically here. How can you overcome this? I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see here. Because after the 4 of Cups is the 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups speaks to me of resentment as well. Resentment and regret. So you could be on the verge of feeling... Oh, wow. Okay. These 3 just turned. I'll get into them in a second. What was I saying? There's a lot of messages coming through. Okay, bear with me. I forgot what I was saying. But anyway. Oh, yeah. After the 4 of Cups, and this is how you are energetically as well. You're losing your train of thought. You're stopping mid-sentence. You don't know what's happening. There's a lot of spacing out happening, okay? This is very uncomfortable. But I'm here to read your energy, and this is what's coming up, so let's deliver it. After the 4 of Cups is the 5 of Cups, which to me personally, the 5 of Cups speaks to me about resentment towards a situation, but also deep regret. You may be regretting your romantic connection, your marriage, your romantic partnership here. And I was shuffling and asking, what should you do about this, right? And the 7 of Cups came out, the King of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. Okay. Interesting advice, I should say. You need to change strategies here. You need to become more active, not passive. Because you may be becoming passive-aggressive, which also leads to perhaps manipulating your person. But if you don't openly speak to your person about what's going on here, they're not going to read your mind, okay? They can't help you if you're not letting them help you, type of thing, okay? So maybe speak more directly or seek a professional, relationship coach, a relationship therapist, something like that, if you really want to fix this relationship. Because earlier the King of Wands showed up as the divine masculine in your connection, and you showed up as the divine feminine here. So you two are a match, romantically speaking, okay? I've got the 2 of Cups here. I mentioned this earlier on in your reading. So this tells me very clearly that you two are a match. So you could be going through a rough patch, okay? That's understandable. Especially if something happened to you health-wise. You may feel like your person isn't supporting you in the best way that they can. Talk to them. Talk to them, Cancer. And then if they don't listen, to comprehend, then that's a different story. But you need to speak to them, and from what I can see, you need to speak to them more directly, okay? Talk to them unfiltered. Express your feelings with no filter. They'll understand, because they are your person, okay? Now, Eight of Swords, Eight of Cups. Let's clarify. Blah, blah, blah. Let's clarify that. My God, your energy is so unsettling. Can't even get my words out. Cancer, you need to take a chill pill. You need to relax. You need to calm down. You need to talk things through, okay? You need to do something about this, because this energy is unsettling, okay? It's very unsettling. Right. Eight of Swords, Eight of Cups. What's it telling us? You're not trying to see something for what it is, okay? That's something else that's coming through. What's this? Three of Pentacles. So this pertains to work. You're on the verge of leaving work, changing careers, pursue something else, okay? In about 3 months' time, I do see an opportunity come in, okay? And if you're trying to start something on your own, okay, it's time to start thinking about who you want on your team, okay? Who's reliable, who's talented, who's creative, who's this, who's that. You know, start building your team based on the criteria that you're looking for, okay? If this is what you're thinking about. And at work, I can feel that if you're not thinking about changing jobs and you're pretty happy with what you're doing, you're zoning out. Your job here has become robotic and brainless. Nine of Cups. You no longer feel pride in what you do. You just do it because it pays the bills. You know the job like the back of your hand. There's a lot of lack of motivation here. There's a lack of motivation here. I do see this changing though, because we opened your energy with the Strength card. And I think I mentioned at the beginning of the clip that you're working on rebuilding your confidence. So this is what's happening in the near future. You will get there. But right now, this is what's happening. We need to fix up, Cancer. We need to fix up. Because you've fallen out of love with work. You're not seeing eye to eye with your person. Things in the marital or the family home feel confusing. We need to check our mental, okay? But anyway, let's clarify the Ten of Cups with the Five of Swords here. What's happening here? What's it trying to tell us? Please go see a health professional. I have to keep saying that. 8 on my timer, as I said, that the number 8 is significant here. Look it up, see what it means for your particular situation. What's the Ten of Cups with the Five of Swords here? What's confusing about the concept of family, happily ever after, stability? What's confusing? What's happening here? Why do they feel so unsettled about this? Nine of Swords. What was I just mentioning? Your mental is all over the place, Cancer. Mentally, you're not doing well. You need professional help, Cancer, okay? You don't need a tarot reading. You need professional help. And I mean that in the kindest way possible. I am trying to deliver whatever message comes through on your table for you, okay? But it's all pointing towards your emotional and mental health. We need to get that checked by a professional. Okay, see if you can get on any treatments. If you are going through a health treatment right now, I'm gonna need you to go back to your doctors, your family clinician, and have a serious conversation with them, because it's not doing any better. Okay, we need to change this. Change the course of treatment, get you on a higher or lower dosage, something here, because you are completely disconnected from your body, your mind, your environment, your surroundings. Everything feels robotic to you. You need professional help here, okay? 2-2 on my timer as I said that. Let me see if I can get one more for you. I kind of don't want to leave you like this, because it's kind of like, well, I've stuck around for like 20 minutes and you're telling me to go and see a professional. Well, yeah. From what I can see and what I'm picking up on, are you even understanding the video? Are you understanding the messages that are coming through? Or are you trying to fit whatever is coming through into your own life? Are you understanding? You're not comprehending things here, Cancer, because mentally, you're not here. Mentally and emotionally, you're not here. So at this time, it could be very difficult for you to even process information in general. Okay, there's a lot of disassociation here. 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck again. What was I? This came up earlier as well. So subconsciously, there's deep regret, resentment, grief even. You could be grieving right now. You could be grieving the family that you thought you had, the confidence you thought you had, the spiritual gifts that you had, but you feel like they've been blocked for some reason. The emotional disconnect from your person, if you're with someone, if you're super single and are open to dating, again, same thing applies. There's a massive disconnect towards what type of person you're wanting into your life and the type of energy that you are emanating when it comes to dating. Yeah. You need professional help, Cancer. At this point in time, when this video reaches you, I don't know when you're going to watch this, you need professional help. I'm going to stop like sounding like a parrot and I'm going to stop the video here. Okay? I'm not going to ask you to check out my services and blog and my book or anything else. I'm not going to plug my own things here. 222 on my timer, as I said that, because I don't think those resources will be useful to you at this point in time. So I'm not going to recommend any of it. But I will ask that you seriously consider speaking to a medical professional about how your mental is doing, or whatever course of treatment you're going through right now, because it's not improving whatever ailment you currently have. Okay? Consider subscribing though. Next video might not be as heavy as this, okay? But until next time, please see someone. Come back to this video and let me know what's really going on, okay? And take care until the next video. Mwah.